one, tarnation!
I meant to do that.
Howdy folks, this is Apple Geek, and here I am finally with the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Summer 2019 special, I guess is what this is. This is definitely a bit of an interesting special because this is kind of out of sync with the mainline season, and this is actually something that was done in the animation style of the MLP movie, which is Toon Boom Harmony, not the Adobe Flash style of the TV series. My understanding is that this was actually supposed to be like turning into the sequel to the MLP movie that we got last year, but they ended up shifting more towards Gen 5 stuff or whatever, and this kind of got shortened up a bit and released as a special. Not sure if that's exactly how that all went down, but regardless, here it is. And I've really been looking forward to this. I know that there's like a ton of stuff in the art book, you know, the art of the MLP movie. A lot of cool assets and stuff that were devised for the movie and never actually made it into the movie. So I'm hoping we'll get to see some of that stuff in this special here. As far as what the special is about, I have no idea. I did get spoiled numerous times on the title for this one. The title is Rainbow Road Trip. That thankfully doesn't really tell me much other than we're going on a road trip. So, and I'm not automatically assuming that it's about Rainbow Dash or something that seems too obvious. So, not really sure what we're going to see here, but I think it'll be interesting. So, and given that the movie had a lot of retro elements in it, I don't know if we're going to see that, like retro callbacks and stuff in this as well. But I did end up with a new T-shirt here I got as a gift. I got some, like Applejack retro bling on here. And also, I figured why not, I picked up a Stranger Things 1985 limited edition can of Coke. So, yeah, got myself already here. So, without any further ado, let's give this a watch. Rainbow Road Trip starting now.
I got your message. The sun is shining.
Catchy theme.
The open road is calling our names. My bag is packed, so are you ready?
So, where are they going? Why are they going? What are they going to see?
There's a rainbow waiting.
I love this animation style.
There's a rainbow waiting, and we got Rainbow Road tripping to do.
Okay, is it Rainbow Dash's idea? I don't know. Oh, seems Granny, Trixie, Starlight.
Okay, not technically a road trip because
Big
we're
Mac.
taking that.
Oh, the balloon! Oh. Drops minuet. I love these sound effects.
I'm gonna be you. No, I'm gonna.
Howdy.
How? Okay, this is the classic Looney Tunes classic cartoons. Love this. How though?
Hey, I was fourth. Yeah, I was fifth. That's not even.
It's Pinky, don't question it.
Y'all are both still late. You gotta shove off sooner or we'll miss the tailwind.
Don't worry, we wouldn't have left without you. Well, that
Where's
goes without
Twilight?
saying, darling. After all,
And Spike.
Rainbow Dash is the guest of honor at the Rainbow Festival.
Oh, it is about Rainbow Dash. Okay. Rainbow
Has
Festival.
anyone seen Twilight? It's not likely to be late for an adventure. I'm coming, I'm coming!
There she is. Oh, good. We're not leaving Spike back. He's got his wings.
Sorry, I just had to pack up a few books.
Okay, that place is more timeline-wise.
And by few, she means slightly less than I'm able to lift.
Wait, you're bringing work to a festival? Yeah, it's supposed to be a non-stop Funorama party.
Grading papers is fun. It's relaxing and rewarding and...
Too much to talk about right now. Let her loose, Spike!
Keep an eye on things for me, and feel free to file those class assignments while I'm gone.
It's my top priority!
Hmm.
Have fun, every pony! The basket's too heavy.
Aw.
Rarity?
Uh-oh.
Dare you? I brought the itziest valise.
Sorry to do this, Twilight, but...
My papers!
Aw. How...
They'll keep till we get back.
Oh. Business! Keep an eye on things!
See ya! And remember, whatever happens at the Rainbow Festival, I want to hear all about it when you get back.
Something tells me he will.
I'll miss you!
Who's that on the farm there? Aw. Yeah, don't lose the hat! Wow. Have you seen that before? We probably did.
Did some pony mention something about a spa in... Where is it we're going again? Hope Hollow! Or, as I like to
Hope
call
Hollow.
it, Rainbow Dash Fan Central.
You're gonna be like this the whole trip, ain't you?
You know it! I mean, Europe had this letter. They love me there!
Dear Rainbow Dash, thank you for agreeing to be our guest at this year's famous Hope Hollow Rainbow Festival. The many members of your fan club are looking forward to your visit. You and your friends will be staying at our famous luxury Rainbow Resort and Spa, where your every whim will be catered to.
Oh, I accept that challenge. I have so
I smell a
many
trap somehow.
Oh, look! There's a famous butterfly garden, too.
Aww.
You know, it's strange that we never heard of this festival before.
Yeah, I was just
especially
thinking
since
that.
everything in the town is so well known.
At this year's festival, you can eat treats at the traditional Rainbow Bakery booth, sing your favorite rainbow-themed songs at the karaoke competition. Bakery and karaoke! It's like they sing it to my soul!
And try our famous rainbow trout catch and release activity. Huh. Now that sounds right up my river.
Plus, we get to watch the mayor give Rainbow Dash an award!
Th-
I got dibs on the cheering section!
This is way too perfect. Something's very suspicious about this.
An award for what, exactly? Showing up? General coolness? All of the above?
Well, we're so glad you invited us along.
Yeah! It's gonna be one long party! Which starts... now! 100 bottles of pop on the wall!
Oh, no.
100 bottles of pop.
No, no.
Take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of pop on the wall.
Classic road trip song.
2 bottles of pop on the wall. 2 bottles
Wow,
of
she
pop.
is committed to
Take it
this.
down, pass it around. 1 bottle of pop on the wall. And one more time. 100 bottles
No.
of pop on the wall. 6 times too many? Shouldn't we
Yes.
be there by now?
I thought so too. Maybe we should have turned left at that last cloud instead of right.
At Albuquerque?
It's getting darker by the minute. I can't see anything!
You've got a sleep mask on.
Oh. I spy with my little eye.
Or very big eyes.
Oh, great. We're playing that game now? No, I really do spy a rainbow.
Wow. That is definitely a rainbow.
It's the biggest rainbow I've ever seen.
And we're heading right for it. Don't worry, we'll pass right through it. Rainbows aren't solid.
This one looks like it might be. Yeah, It's like cardboard
Tell that to the rainbow.
or something.
I
Wouldn't?
don't think that's a rainbow. It's a rainbow billboard.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Hang on, every pony! I don't think that's working!
We're gonna crash.
Oh, man. The balloon finally dies.
Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, let's get every pony out!
Nice. Ooh. Group teleport. Nice. Ooh. Rip balloon.
Phew. Thanks, y'all. That basket could have been us.
Where are we? Welcome to Hope Hollow, home of the famous Rainbow Festival. Festival. We've arrived. And there's no pony here to greet
I was
us.
gonna say, it looks a
Good
little
thing, too. The
desolate.
guest of honor and her friends just destroyed the town sign.
Rainbow Dash, did your letter say where our hotel is?
The middle of town.
What
Doesn't
town?
really help much when you don't know where the middle is. Let's start looking.
Very ominous. Okay, this place has seen better days. Ghost Town. Okie dokie then.
Huh. Funny. You'd think a big luxury resort would be sorta, well, easier to spot.
Yeah.
What year was this invitation sent?
Oh, look. There's some pony.
Hello! Oh, maybe you can help us. We're here for the Rainbow Festival.
Oh, Rainbow Festival?
Yeah, you know, the one where I'm the guest of honor. Yeah.
Oh, for crying in the mud. What's Sunny done now?
Excuse me?
Oh no.
I mean, you'd best talk to Mayor Skies about that.
Great!
I like her
And
accent.
where will we find him?
City Hall? But it's closed till tomorrow, don't you know?
I knew it was Midwest! I knew it!
Yes, please. Could you direct us to the Hope Hollow Luxury Resort?
Oh, she said, oh.
Oh, you mean the hotel? That's easy. There's only one in town.
Could you, give us directions?
No need.
It's right
Turn
here.
I mean here.
Somebody needs to turn up the color on this place.
Hotel Hope, also known as the Town Information Center and Library. My name's Petunia Petals, by the way.
Petunia Petals?
Hello.
That's a cute name.
I'm the librarian here. And the information guide. And the hotel manager.
She does it all.
Historian, chef, portrait painter.
I'm Rainbow Dash, and
Wow.
this is Every Pony. Howdy.
Well, hello, every pony. You just wait one hoof shake and I'll take you to the room. The room? There's only one. Makes it easier to find.
They don't get very many visitors, apparently.
Here it is. The Royal Suite.
The one and only. Again, seen better days.
How rustic and charming. Isn't it just?
I couldn't help noticing there are only 3 beds.
Well, 2.
Okay, 4.
Oh.
There's a pop-out, too. It can be a little tricky. There she is. Sleeps too. You'll be all fresh and ready to see the mayor in the morning. Sleep tight.
Oh.
Did any pony notice anything strange about Petunia?
Other than that she just called this place the Royal Suite.
It's strange about
Hard to tell in
everything.
this light, but she looked a little gray, didn't she?
The whole place looks
Probably
gray.
from all the dust up here.
She's very discorded. I wonder if that's relevant.
Not so bad.
Not that I think Discord's involved, but I mean,
Balloons, streamers, and a banana.
of course.
I brought some.
Is that a Starmie pinata?
It comes with a cute little
Aww.
spider. Hello, spider.
Oh. Only in this show can spiders be cute.
I didn't know what I was getting you into.
Oh, the most important thing is we're all together.
Yeah. As long as we have
Is there a
beds
song
to
coming
sleep
right
in,
here?
We're set.
Oh. Okay. Guess not. I thought maybe there'd be a song where they'd like clean up the room and everything, but nope.
Well, it wasn't the worst night of sleep ever.
Definitely in the top 3. Or would that be the bottom 3?
Oh.
Why is every pony looking at us?
Because you have
Maybe
color?
they recognize Rainbow Dash.
Or Princess Twilight. But probably me.
No. I think they're staring because we're the only part of this town that isn't.
Gray.
Gray.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Glad they finally noticed.
Well, the colors here are gone.
That's so strange. It's just like I noticed about Petunia last night.
They need to find the
Everything's
rainbow.
mostly gray.
Oh, hello.
Except the stuff that's gray.
I love that accent.
Oh my, I knew something was different, but this is so weird.
Huh?
From the way they're gawking at us, it appears they think we're the odd ones.
It's like season 5 all
Maybe
over
they don't
again.
even
Like our
notice.
town.
It might be rude to mention it.
I wonder what caused this.
We can ask the mayor.
Yeah, if we ever find him. Quit shoving!
Whoa!
These are pro-level moves I'm doing, sis.
Okay. This is unexpected.
Let's go!
Aww. Cute little, what, fraternal twins? Oh no. That was not the reaction I expected.
Out, dear. It'll wrinkle your withers.
I'm not pouting, sweetums, but I am hurt by your comment. I thought the pie I baked was quite tasty.
I didn't say it wasn't.
You didn't say it was.
Ugh, these voices.
Watch where you're going. You don't own the sidewalk, you know.
Is this cutie mark a turnip
Well,
or something?
Huh? Oh.
Okay,
Well, look at that. Some pony's fixing up our balloon.
Or they're hauling it to the dump or something? I don't know.
Oh, goodness. This is unfortunate. Bad with a side of terribly awful. Excuse me. Sorry. Hurry.
Okay.
Oh. Well, stuff me in an olive and call me a pimento. It's the Rainbow Dash. You made it. It
Okay.
is you, isn't it?
Well, somebody
sure,
knows who
yeah.
she is. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Celestia. I saw the balloon, thought the worst, and, well, you're here, all of you. Welcome to the Hope Hollow Annual Rainbow Festival.
I'm Twilight
Sans
Sparkle.
rainbows, apparently.
And you must be...
Sunny Skies, the mayor of this lovely town, and pleased as a poplar tree to meet you.
Ah, he's the mayor.
Very
Okay.
sorry about your rainbow billboard, Mr. Mayor. It was dark and...
Oh, don't give it a second thought. That old thing needed repair anyway. I haven't used it since, well, never mind. Anyway, once your balloon's
Yes,
fixed
how long
up,
has it
Torque
been?
can take care of the billboard. Every pony, meet Torque Wrench, our town handy pony.
Torque
She
Wrench?
offered to repair your balloon for you.
He volunteered me.
She'll have it fixed in a
Voluntold?
jiffy.
If by jiffy you mean this'll take all day.
This is an interesting
Died
character.
last night.
Torque
I
Wrench.
wish I'd known. I would have been here to greet you.
I wanna see
at
fan
my
art of
house
her.
day.
At the luxury hotel?
Petunia Petals let us in.
The only
Well,
hotel.
of course she did. She's something, I'll tell you what. I'd be lost without her.
Somebody's got a crush!
The town would be.
Mayor, I hope you don't mind my asking, but is there a reason your town is faded?
Oh, you spotted that, did you?
Yeah.
Well, it's a long story. Why don't I show you the town
I got time.
highlights first? Here's
Whoa.
our famous outdoor spa with the all-natural mud bath. Pretty, huh?
Maybe we could see some of the Rainbow Festival activities from the brochure.
Of course. The bakery booth is there. Or will be. We're still setting up, but we got a lot of great things planned.
And
Right.
the butterfly garden?
Oh, that's right over here. Oh, let me fix that.
So, none of the butterflies are actually...
Real? Oh, no. What with the flowers not having color and all, the butterflies don't really come around much anymore.
That makes sense.
I'm almost afraid
but-
to ask, but the brochure mentioned fishing.
Fishing? Oh, not sure what you mean.
Our famous rainbow trout?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, you don't fish for him exactly. You just kind of talk to him. He's right over, That's funny. Where'd our trout go?
Oh, Mr. Mayor. I'm just taking my lunch now, okay?
So no big deal. Well, actually, okay, yes, kind of a big deal. But the brochure also mentioned the karaoke contest.
Oh
Right
no.
Trout doubles on harmonica.
Of course he does.
How multi-talented of him. Good thing I
Indeed.
bring my own karaoke party. With me wherever I go. Whoa, whoa.
Well, that's the big tour.
Mayor Skies.
Is that karaoke machine available in stores?
Your Rainbow Festival isn't quite as you described.
And the
No.
resort hotel wasn't what it was cracked up to be.
We need a backstory here.
Except for all the cracks.
None of these things are as pictured in your brochure.
Nice.
Well, maybe I exaggerated a little, but I'd intended on having everything ready. It's just kind of hard getting any pony excited about anything in this town anymore. I didn't think you'd come if you knew the truth.
The truth?
Oh,
Here we go.
there is no Rainbow Festival.
No Rainbow Festival?
That's why they never heard of it.
Club?
Believe me, I didn't mean to.
Bring us here for nothing?
Think of all the papers I could be grading.
If you just let me.
Twilight.
This very moment.
Balloon's not fixed yet.
Maybe we should let the mayor explain.
Yes, thank you, Fluttershy.
Guess I should start at the beginning.
Please.
A long time ago, when my grandpa Skies was mayor, Hope Hollow was different. They used to call this town the end of the rainbow. Because
Oh.
everything you'd ever want you could find right here.
Oh, now that's more what it should
Next
look
door
like.
neighbors chatting over whitewood fences, stopping on the street to say hello. When friends did well, we sang their praises, brought soup to comfort them when they felt low. That was our town at the end of the rainbow.
Big Mac recolor.
No pots of gold or buried treasure, just every pony looking after each other.
Aww.
The truest riches cannot be measured. It was a lesson that had kept us together in our town at the end
Our
of
town?
the rainbow. To honor our fine town, my grandpa Skies decided to throw a party each and every year. They planned for weeks, cooked for days, celebrated 50 ways.
Oh, there's the
So
big rainbow.
every pony would gather here in our town at the end of the rainbow. Grandpa made a gizmo called the Rainbow Generator to paint the sky with lots of colors, shiny, bold, and bright.
Ooh, Aurora Borealis.
To remind us all
Did something backfire with that
we
machine?
are greater, and darkness never wins against the coming of the light. Grandpa passed it on to Dad, then it was my turn to make the pretty rainbows in the sky. It filled my heart with pride to see our whole town gathered gratefully, where we were sure there would never be an end to the rainbow.
Okay, so what happened?
Then fences went up, we lost track of our neighbors, each year passing dimming spirits all around. The happy days came to an end, no pony had time to spend together
Why?
in the town. I thought I knew exactly what the festival needed.
Tried to give it more power, and it backfired.
Would surely make them see it. But the extra magic was too much for the Rainbow Generator. And I'm the one who brought the rainbow to an end. That's how our town saw the end of the rainbow.
That's the thing, it was never about the rainbow machine. It was about community.
That is the saddest story song I've ever heard!
I tried for a long time to get every pony interested in the festival again. To remember what it's like to come together as a community and share the fun. But no pony even bothered listening. That's why I wrote to you, Rainbow Dash. You were my last hope. I figured if a pony of your stature came to town, it would
Help
get
us,
every
Rainbow
pony
Dash. You're our
excited
only
about
hope.
putting on the festival again. I mean, Rainbow's even part of your name.
Great, as if Rigo wasn't big enough already.
Mr. Mayor, what kind of magic did you use on the rainbow generator?
I knew she'd go
Not
there.
sure. I didn't know what I was dealing with. I only wanted to help. But instead, I sucked all the color out of the town. That billboard's one of the only things that didn't change. To me, it's a reminder of what we can be. Keeps the hope in Hope Hollow.
Seems relevant somehow, but we'll see.
If I could find out the type of magic you used, I might be able to reverse the spell.
You mean you're gonna stay?
Of course, you need help.
Nothing we like better than a challenge, especially when it comes to helping ponies.
You don't know how clam happy this all makes me. Thank you kindly.
We'll do whatever we can to bring back your Rainbow Festival.
I won't fib to you. It won't be easy. It's gotten so no pony even talks to each other anymore.
It might be tough, but we have a little experience bringing ponies together.
Yes, yes you do. We got this together.
Exactly like planning a party, only bigger, cause it's a festival! Which means more cupcakes! Woo!
Uh-oh.
I've got a date with the bakery booth!
Mm-hmm. So all the things that they were interested in enjoying, they're not going to be running.
Better go with her.
Fluttershy's going to find some butterflies.
Stylistic look to
And-
unify the sentiment of the celebration. That's what this festival needs.
You mean like a rainbow?
Yes, darling, yes, but more complex, more thematic. Something like, ooh, something like that.
Okay.
Formidable.
Hmm.
The biggest challenge is getting your town
pony looks
interested in a
intriguing.
rainbow festival and everything's so gray. I think if we can bring the color back, it'll solve everything.
Yeah, I'm with you there, but...
Rainbow Dash, I need your help.
Mr. Mayor, seriously, is there a fan club?
Oh, you betcha.
Of one.
They're around. Somewhere.
Oh, and the two foals.
Any
Brother and
tools
sister,
I
I'm
can borrow,
assuming?
Your Honor? I'm gonna spruce up that billboard to let every pony know this here Rainbow Festival's back in business.
Nice.
Oh, that's music to my ears. Torque wrench, let's get our guest tooled up. What do you say? She's gonna put our rainbow back up.
Oh, yippee.
Well, she's just a ray of sunshine, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. If you don't mind, I have a speech to work on. See you around.
So, what's your plan?
If magic caused this, maybe magic can solve it.
Maybe. I think it's going to take a little bit more than just magic, though. Nah, no.
Oh, I was afraid of that. I've never seen any magic like this before.
Let me try. I mean, rainbow's part of my name, right?
You gonna try Rainbow? Mm-hmm, yeah, yeah. Saw that coming. Nice. Very precise. But fail. Mm-hmm. Aww.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Thanks for
It was-
trying.
it was worth a
I guess
try.
I need to do more research.
Those two.
No, you look out! Are you okay? Oh.
Please don't run away
Why
again.
did you zig in front of me like that?
I didn't zig, you zigged. I zagged.
That's no excuse for...
Guys, hold on. It was just an accident.
An accident that happened in front of you.
Ugh,
Aww.
I'm so embarrassed. All of our lives we've been wanting to meet you and...
Wait, so you're the fan club?
Yep. Mhm.
You've heard of us?
Barley's the president.
Pickle's the assistant president.
Well,
Barley and
what the
Pickle.
hell?
I love these
I'm telling
names.
the truth about something.
Anyway, you're my brother's favorite Wonderbolt.
And my sister's favorite Wonderbolt, too.
He knows all your best moves.
So does she.
We practice all of them every day.
But we really can't do them. Well, it's true.
Go ahead, ask her.
No, you ask her.
No, you ask her.
No, you.
No, you do it.
No, you do it.
Some pony ask me.
Do you think maybe you could give us a lesson? Just a tiny one? Show us some of your moves?
Yep.
Well,
Well, you did just see the Sonic
promise
Rainbow.
to listen and work hard and practice.
Yes, absolutely practice.
Tell you what, if I like what I see, the three of us will put on a show at the Rainbow Festival.
Oh.
There's still a rainbow festival?
And we're gonna perform at it?
I think the whole town should know there's a couple of future Wonderbolts living here. Come on, we got work to do.
Did you hear that?
She called us future Wonderbolts.
Oh. This ain't a problem that just magic spell
I
can
think
fix.
some of this can be saved, but we'll need some fresh lumber. Torque, the mayor said maybe you could lend a hoof.
Him and his crazy schemes. What's your business in this, anywho?
Well, for one thing, we're helping the mayor. And for another, Granny Smith always says, you break something, you fix it. And any job you do, you should be proud of.
Wise words.
Proud of being a repair pony?
Well, absolutely.
Of course.
It's a pretty rare talent to have. Nice work on that balloon basket, by the way. Reweaving all that straw is no joke.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks for, noticing.
That was good work. Oh, she found a boutique.
That's one of my designs.
Oh.
Hello?
Whoa, no way. Stack my pancakes. Are you really the rarity?
It's just rarity.
These accents are amazing.
You've got...
I love ya. I love you so much. Your work, I mean, your designs, your taste, your eye for beauty.
Well, thank you.
They're the perfect canvas for me to fancy up.
Yes, about that. The hat, the boa, the scarf, the...
Do you like them?
Very charming.
Thank ya. Those are Kerfuffle originals. I'm Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
Spelled like it sounds with a double for the fuff. I should really stop talking now.
I do hope you don't mind my asking. But with all this talent, why don't you simply display your own work instead of adding to others?
Oh no, I couldn't. It's not good enough by itself.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
This shawl, hoof-dyed, nicely woven, a piece of art by itself. Imagine if you could work in color.
Oh, I do imagine. I mean, that's how I design things. I feel in my heart what the colors are. Like this scarf. This stripe is red, then orange, yellow.
Like a rainbow. How would you like to work with me as the official assistant designer of the Rainbow Festival?
Really? Work with you? I can't believe it. Wait, there's still a Rainbow Festival?
There will be.
If we have anything to do with it, not only will there be a festival, it will be the most stylish any pony in this town has ever seen. Now let's get started.
One by one. Ooh, she found the library. I swear, this town is in Winnie-Soda.
You like it?
I love it. I just never thought
That a teeny town like Hope Hollow would have a library this grand? We may be small, but we're well read. I make sure of it.
Mayor Sunny was right. You are something.
Did he really say that? That silly unicorn. Did he say anything else? I mean, anywho.
Now you're just
what can you
fishing.
do it for?
I don't suppose you have a magic section?
Arcane, elemental, or theory of?
I'm impressed, actually. That isn't that big of a library, but
That means for the festival we need divide by 2, carry the 1. More. Super more! We're gonna need some baking help!
oh, oh. Okay, so who runs this place normally?
Looks like it's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so sad!
We can only use the ones from our yard, lovey.
Oh, darling, stop it.
Them. Mm-hmm.
So you're taking your pie for a walk, and I was
We're
wondering...
not interested.
Taking your pie for a
It's
walk.
getting so a pony can't even walk down the street without being terrorized.
Oh, that's not terrorized. This is terrorized.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Part of the official baking team of the Rainbow Festival.
There's
Memes,
still a
fan
rainbow
art.
festival?
Uh-huh. We'll have a booth with cupcakes and pastries and fun. And we're gonna start with this pie. Let the taste test begin.
A little dry.
What kind of pie did you say this was supposed to be?
Apricot?
Are you sure? It's kinda crunchy. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well,
There's a little something wrong with
our
that.
very own tree.
In our very own yard.
Behind our very own house.
Yeah. Maybe we should get a look at this tree.
Yes, please.
All right, rookies. Show me what you got. She sounds just like we always imagined she'd sound. Only 20% cooler.
Oh no!
Aren't you?
You had to go
or
there.
something?
Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am.
Those little lightning bolt things in the hoodie are cool.
Okay.
Okay. Got the right idea. Need work on the coordination.
Fancy flying is something you have to work up to. Even I didn't become Rainbow Dash in one day. 2 days?
No. Absolutely
Everybody's
not.
gotta learn the basics before they can show off.
Really?
You'll get there. But first, let's start with a single flip.
Baby steps. Oh. They're bringing Hope back to...
If you don't
Hope-
mind
was it
my
Hope-
asking,
Hopeful Falls?
you don't
Hopetown?
sound like the other ponies here in town.
Oh, we weren't born here. We're originally from Manhattan.
But it was so big. All those ponies crammed together, never talking to each other. Ooh.
We heard Hope Hollow was just the opposite,
Hollow, that's
so
what it
we
was.
moved here.
And it was wonderful. For a while.
What happened?
Things changed. Ah, here.
Changed how?
This is the tree.
This is where the apricots in my pie came from.
Oh, apricot. Okay.
Well, I'm no expert, but I don't think these are very ripe. Apricots are supposed to be orange.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? With hardly any colors in this town,
They can't
one
tell when they're
apricot
ripe.
looks like another.
What about that?
Of course.
Its apricots are big and juicy.
Oh, well, we can't use the apricots from that tree.
Why?
I can. I gotta do is.
Hey, stay away from my tree!
Oh no. That's why.
What was that?
Just old Moody Root.
Moody Root.
Quite clear he won't share his apricots. He hasn't even said hello in ages.
Aw.
Have you tried saying hello to him?
What? Well, no, but...
Mr. Moody Root? Are you there?
Who wants to know?
I'm Fluttershy. Your apricot tree is beautiful. So healthy. You must take very good care of it.
Well, I try to. Plant food, good watering now and then. Keeps my apricots happy.
I bet that's why you have so many of them. You must always be busy making things. Jam, cobbler, pie.
Nope, I just eat them. Although, pie does sound pretty good.
Ooh.
What in Equestria is she doing?
I haven't the foggiest, dear.
She's
Doing
being
what she
neighborly.
does best.
Yes.
Your neighbors were just about to bake some pies. You know them, right? Mr. and Mrs. Huffington, Mr. Moody Root.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Root.
But they're a little short on apricots. If only there was some apricots we could use.
Nice acting.
Oh, yes, of course. We'd be
Hint,
happy to bake
hint.
your pie.
2 or 3 pies, even.
So you mean if I give you my apricots?
What a great idea! Then every pony can share. What do you think, Mr. Moody Root?
Oh, well.
Wait for it.
For it.
Got a ladder? We can just pick it from your side of the fence.
Yes.
Well, that turned around quickly. Yes. What's Twilight gonna find?
A prism curse? An erasure spell? None of these are big enough to make a whole town lose its color on their own. Unless...
Oh, for the love of cheddar.
Love of cheddar.
If this works, just use this thing.
Maybe the town is in Wisconsin?
Wait yet.
There's some
Mayor
colored
Skies.
pictures on the
What is all this?
wall.
Princess Twilight, welcome to our town's rainbow room. Anything you want to know about each year's festival from the
But
very
how-
beginning.
How?
Pictures.
Yes,
They're in
how?
color.
Sure are. Oh, those are from happier times, back when there still was a festival. Seems even though we faded, the memory never did. I come here sometimes for inspiration. I need plenty for this speech I'm writing. Biggest one of my life. Oh! Didn't see you there.
Sunny, I didn't know you were here.
Just leaving. I gotta finish this.
You too.
See you later.
The festival was really something, wasn't it?
It used to be wonderful. It brought the whole town together for a long time. And these pictures are from the last festival. You can see, it didn't go well.
Right.
Does that give her the clue she
The
needs?
mayor's magic in the generator caused the colors to go.
That's what Sunny thinks. He blames himself for it, but I'm still not
I don't think
convinced
it's that
it was
simple.
anything other than an accident.
There's something strange about this. I
Yes.
just can't put my hoof on it. If only the generator hadn't been destroyed.
Not all of it was.
Oh.
I don't keep it out because I know it hurts the mayor to see it.
Mind if I borrow this?
What's she gonna cook up with that thing?
Great job! It's even better than it was before, don't you know?
Almost getting like Crystal Heart vibes off that thing or something. I'm not sure.
Festival.
Didn't know it was still going on.
Sure is. Bigger and better than ever. I hope. Tell all your friends.
Can we go, Mama?
I suppose so. Why not?
Oh!
Mr. Mayor.
We're going in the right direction.
Fine, but
Where'd you find that?
I gave it to her, Sonny. She has an idea.
Best idea would just be to throw that thing in the trash heap.
my theory is that the generator magnifies whatever magic it uses, makes it stronger. So if we could rebuild it and use one of the reversal spells I just read about, it could work to bring color back to the town.
Even if we could get it working again, which is
I don't think that's quite how it's gonna go. But...
Not for a gifted repair pony, who I just happen to know.
Ooh.
Let me take a look-see. Yeah, I could give her a go.
I don't want to get my hopes up, but yahoo!
Don't worry, I'll get to work.
How's your speech coming, Sonny? I'd be happy to help you with it if you'd like.
Oh, no, you couldn't. Thanks, but I have to do a little mayor-type business, don't you know? But I'll check back in a little bit to see how everything's going.
You two need to start being...
Acting so peculiar.
From what I've seen of the mayor, how can you tell exactly when peculiar kicks in?
Oh, you're so naive. Yummy.
If I'd have known your pie was this good, I'd have given you those apricots ages ago.
Mr. Huffington did all the baking.
Inspired by you,
You got a little
Snookums.
something there. Aww.
Say, the whole town should know about this here pie.
Oh, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
They will. We're gonna give it away at the Rainbow Festival.
Wait, what? There's still a rainbow festival?
There will be. And more of them. Yeah. Oh, and there's the unripe ones. Got it. Got it.
Well,
That was
it is.
fast.
Had to hoof build some of the parts myself, but it's as good as new.
Whew,
I like her.
this looks amazing, Torque. No pony else could have pulled this off.
Thank you so much for your help.
It was a real challenge, but turns out that was part of the fun.
And
Whoa, did y'all see that?
they're finally noticing.
Now we need to test it.
Should we call the mayor?
Might be best to make sure it works first. I'd hate to disappoint him.
Small scale test. That's a good idea.
Twilight, I think I saw...
In a moment, Applejack. This is important.
Is Twilight gonna make this worse?
Okay.
And... Huh.
Well, look at that.
Okay.
Isn't it beautiful?
So far, so good.
Generator's always done. For years and years.
Now we just add magic and...
That's what created the problem in the first place. And nothing. Nope.
I'm sorry. I thought for sure it would work.
Let's not tell the mayor. It would break his heart.
No, we have to tell him we failed. We can't bring the color back.
Not that way, but there's still a way.
Twilight!
I'm just glad it didn't
I really
reverse
think you
that.
should see this. You betcha.
Everything you need for the Rainbow Festival bake sale.
Where'd the huge stack of pies go?
Courtesy of the Huffingtons.
And Mr. Moody Root.
Ooh, everything looks delicious.
Mr. Moody Root. Why, I haven't seen you in the library in ages.
High time I came back. You got any of them there cookbooks?
Oh! Wow! They learn fast.
They're pretty good.
They've been practicing practicing their tails off for the big show.
Future Wonderbolts right there.
The Rainbow Festival. They're the official entertainment.
It's still a little work to do there.
Landing still needs a little work. You're all here. Wonderful. You can help us set up our
Kerfuffle.
cart. Kerfuffle's official Rainbow Festival.
Can't wait to see these ponies in full color.
Whoa!
Ooh, flying goggles.
Nice stuff.
And I designed color-matched accessories for each of ya.
Ooh.
I can't help but notice that the color-matched accessories don't have much color. Well, of course not, silly. The
Not
town
yet.
doesn't have any color, remember? Oh, right.
Oh, but don't worry. I know where the colors are supposed to be. An orange scarf for Applejack, red leggings for Fluttershy.
Red? Like... Huh.
The pink flower lei is for, well, you know who.
Pinkie Pie.
No, who? And look at my purple kerchief. Isn't it divine?
The blue goggles are for Rainbow Dash.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bling!
I think I have some that might match for
Swag
you too.
acquired.
Whoa!
Nice.
And something very special for Princess Twilight. Wing bling in every shade of the rainbow. Don't
Wing
you know?
bling?
Kerfuffle.
Well, I guess I did wear the right shirt.
Every pony. You've done great work.
Now just get the color back.
I just wish I could have done my part. I hate to admit it, but I'm stuck. I don't know how to make the town's color come back.
Applejack does.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. It is coming back.
Whoa!
What's happening? Something wonderful.
But how? It wasn't the generator.
Nope.
Which means something else must have drained the town's color in the first place. I have to get back to the library.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so. Look, in the second photo,
What did I
when the
miss?
generator goes off, this pony is walking away. But on the third photo, when all the color's gone, he's back where he was. Which means...
Oh.
We have to tell the mayor.
Tell me what?
Sonny, have you seen what's happening outside?
Oh, I've been in here for a while working on my speech.
maybe we should just show him.
Who wants
Yes.
apricot pies? Best pies in Hope Hollow.
Pies for sale. Yummy-licious.
Hello there, Mr. Huffington, Mrs. Huffington. Been a while.
How lovely to see
These
you.
voices are amazing. Whoa!
What's better than one pie? Lots of pies! Official Rainbow Festival goodness right here now!
Nice.
Over here, darlings. Just look what Kerfuffle has come up with. I never knew you did such great work. I have to visit your shop.
Hey, you got anything waterproof?
Whoa.
Oh! But colors! So you were able to reverse the generator?
The
Not
generator
exactly.
had nothing to do with it, and never did.
So none of it was my fault?
No, you
No.
big
What
doofus.
did happen?
How many times have I tried to tell you that? All those years you blamed yourself for nothing.
These photos from the library explain everything. Once I realized they were out of order, it proved that the town's colors got dim before you turned on the generator.
Boy, howdy, am I glad to hear that. But then, what did cause it?
It's
Yeah.
called hopeless magic. Every pony was already giving up on each other, losing hope. Then, when the generator blew up, it must have been the last straw. It took all the hope out of the town for good, along with the color. But now, there's a different kind of magic. Of every pony coming together again.
Hopeful magic.
Just the way you wanted it, Mayor.
What do you know? There is still a Rainbow Festival.
And we better get it started. This town's been waiting long enough.
The generator's working again, Mr. Mayor. Just the way your grandpa built her.
I just hope my speech lives up to the occasion.
Attention, please. Welcome to the brand new Hope Hollow Annual Rainbow Festival. And here's the pony who made it all possible, Mayor Sunny Skies.
Nice.
I am as proud as a two-tailed peacock to see you all here today. To once again
Is that a thing?
celebrate our little town at the end of the rainbow. And I can't give enough thanks to Rainbow Dash, Princess Twilight, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rarity, and Applejack.
Nice.
My grandpa started this festival to celebrate us, the ponies of Hope Hollow. It's you who brought friendship back to our town, and all the bright colors that come with it. We just have to always remember to reach a hoof out to our neighbors, to respect and listen and talk to each other. You never know what just saying hello to some pony can do. So, without further ado,
Here we go, this is the moment, yeah!
Pinkie!
Rainbow Festival!
Stop, please. Come on, bring it all back. Yes! Yes!
What's happening?
Whoa! Oh, yes! Got the rainbow bling.
Exactly as I imagined it.
Come on, Kerfuffle. Aww! Oh, she's adorable.
That was a beautiful speech, Sonny.
what? Oh, no, that wasn't my speech.
But, then what have you been writing all day?
Well, another speech. I mean, it's for later, but...
A proposal speech?
Guess now's as good a time as any. Yes! Petunia, you've never given up on me, or the town. You always had hope when we had none, and I can't imagine a day without you. You're the pony who brings color into my life. Petunia Petals, will you marry me?
Of course, you silly goose.
Yes! Oh.
Attention, everybody!
Hey, what about them two? Oh, they need to do their performance.
Hope Hollow's very own Junior Wonderbolts!
Yes!
Did you hear what she called us? Did you hear what she called us? Junior Wonderbolts!
And yes! Here we go!
Okay, guys, showtime!
Is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do? Yeah, she's gonna do a rainbow with him! Nice.
Now this is something I'm proud to be a guest of honor for. And it looks like there's a butterfly garden after all.
Aww.
Only one more thing could make this Rainbow Festival better.
Not sure about those red leggings for Fluttershy, but meh.
Karaoke, darling.
What? No. A trout DJ! We're living in color.
Ooh,
Step
nice.
out of the shadows and into the light where it's bright and you might see all the colors you are, or any colors.
Is that gonna be a new toy?
That your mind can
Twilight
see
Splings.
and wear them bright like a shining star. Why just be black and white? No need to hide all those colors inside. 'Cause when they shine up bright, it just feels right to be living in color. To be living in color. To be living in color. We'll be living in
any colors that you can devise. Mix them up, watch the joy as it multiplies.
Make a rainbow and you will see how together we are like one when we harmonize.
Why just be black and white? No need to hide all those colors inside. 'Cause when we shine so bright, it just feels right to be living in color. We'll be living in color. To be living in color. We'll be living in color. Hello, my friend. It's a big bright yellow. Violet's what you get when you're feeling mellow.
Red is the part where your heart starts to glow.
In the mood, in the groove, indigo.
Blue is the sky, spinning high as can be.
Orange can amaze, bringing days that are sunny.
Green is serene, take a breath, feel new.
Feel all the living colors. There's a rainbow in you. Now we're living in color. Yeah, we're living in color. Now we're living in color. Yeah, we're living in color. We're all living in color. We're all living in color. We're all living in color.
Our work here is done. Wow. That... Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at all those voices.
There's a rainbow waiting, and we got rainbow road tripping to do.
That's right, this one done by Boulder. That's a good story. Not as much of a road trip as I thought. I thought it'd be more of an adventure thing, sort of like the movie. It wasn't, but it's good though. Good change of pace. I'm gonna stop right here. Be right back with my thoughts on this. So, to start with, how does this compare to the movie? It's the same, but different. Obviously, it's the same animation style and based directly on assets from the movie. And personally, I love this style of animation. It's still all 2D, absolutely no 3D at all. The movie actually had some 3D CGI for the airships and stuff, but this was all pure 2D, and it looks absolutely beautiful. If Gen 5 animation is like this, then I'd say there's some good stuff coming. You know, and it's actually kind of even a little bit better than the movie in certain ways just because of some of the things that we saw. They put some work here into the visual effects for Twilight's magic, like teleporting and other things. You know, in the movie, she didn't even teleport at all, even though that's a thing she does a lot, so didn't really get to see the cool visual effects for that, and now we did. Also, the subtle little movements that a lot of these characters made, it just amped up the realism, making them feel more real than just simple little puppet rigs. You know, just like the way their heads kind of move, just made slight little movements, the way their hoof, you know, just kind of danced around their hooves a little bit. Just some little movements that are more natural feeling. I just love the attention to detail that they put in that. You know, it's easy to see that Boulder Media really did their best to produce some quality animation here for us. On the story front, though, it's quite different from the movie, obviously. And I'm sorry to say, it felt a little bit lacking for me. You know, the overall premise was actually okay. It's pretty good. And it actually reminded me a lot of the Disney movie Cars, which is centered around Radiator Springs, a little town on Old Route 66 that got forgotten when the interstate highways were built. Now, obviously, there are a lot of differences between that story and this one. They really aren't the same story at all, but they have a common theme where, you know, a great little town that was once filled with warmth and friendship just withered away into almost nothing, kind of a dim shadow of what it used to be. So I kind of appreciated it because of that. You know, the new characters are really great, too. My personal favorite was Torque Wrench, and not just because she's the one that Applejack ended up helping. But honestly, all of them were pretty cool in their own right. I absolutely loved the northern Midwestern accents that they all had. I know it's a bit stereotypical, but these accents do exist in some places. And really, I felt like it was balanced pretty well, where they weren't laying on the accents, just on so thick that it felt super forced or annoying or anything. And Kerfuffle, oh dear sweet Kerfuffle. Clearly one of the favorite characters in the special and the fandom, I'm sure. I still cannot believe that I completely missed that she was wearing a prosthetic leg. I think my brain just, when I first saw it, it just decided that it was a fancy boot of some kind, like a fashion statement piece. And I just never ended up focusing on it enough after that at any point to notice any different. Honestly, I think I was just too caught up with her, with her accent for one thing, and her warm, bubbly personality and such. And I gotta say, I love the fact that it was there, but never really focused on. Like, none of the characters ever mentioned it at all. It was just there. As honestly, it didn't need to be focused on. People with disabilities shouldn't have to be defined by their disability. And clearly she had dealt with whatever tragedy had befallen her and moved on, not letting it stop her from trying to do what she loved. So it's just really cool that they put that in there. The main issues I see with this story here are the pacing and the completeness of it. The movie suffered from trying to cram way too much story into the designated runtime, so everything felt really rushed, and most of the characters barely got much more than basic introductions. They didn't really get much character development for them. That ended up happening more in the comics and books, not in the movie itself, which is unfortunate. Not that it happened, just that the movie couldn't have been more complete on its own. This special, on the other hand, kind of had the opposite problem. While the new characters were all written pretty well for the most part, in my opinion at least, there almost wasn't enough actual story to fill the hour-long runtime, and there were times where it felt like they could have picked up the pace a little bit. One such example is how many times they showed examples of bits of the town regaining color and such before anyone finally started to actually take notice. Just that felt like that was dragged out a little longer than it needed to be. And on that note, I also found it a bit frustrating how even when it was obvious to everyone that the color was returning, nobody seemed to really be that super amazed or excited about it, which kind of muted the impact that I felt like it should have had. I feel like it should have been just this big bombshell, like, the color's coming back! And they were just way more low-key than that. So, just a little nitpick, but... Anyway, as for completeness, there are two things in particular that bother me. One is the flying performance for the Rainbow Festival, which was extremely anticlimactic compared to all the fancy flying we saw Pickle and Barley pulling off earlier when they were practicing. It really felt to me like they kind of got cheated out of a chance to really show that their hard work had paid off. True, they did finally perform a solid landing, which is something that had evaded them earlier in their practicing, but they didn't really do any of the other fancy tricks or flying maneuvers that they had practiced, which left a feeling like Dash's Sonic Rainboom was the only thing with any wow factor in that performance. So I just wish that would have been extended. Other things could have been shortened up a little bit, and we would have had a little more time for an actual flying performance. So I guess sort of a pacing thing too. The other thing is that while telling the story of the town through that song was great, there was never any clear explanation given for what caused everyone to lose hope in the first place. All that was said was that fences went up and people stopped talking to each other, and everyone basically just got all sad and depressed and kept to themselves for no apparent reason. I know sometimes story elements are intentionally left vague, but in this case, it's a little too vague. Without any real cause established or even a hint at a cause, I've struggled a little bit to figure out exactly how this lesson can be relatable to us in the real world. But those issues aside, I like that the main six seem to be more in character here than in the movie. For one thing, it was really nice to see Fluttershy and Applejack play some meaningful roles when they didn't get a chance to do very much at all in the movie. And overall, they seem to be much closer to the personalities they currently have in FiM, as opposed to regressing to the earlier seasons of the show, like where Fluttershy used to be super timid and would get scared easily, when in fact she's now much more confident and assertive. I also really like how Twilight's role played out in this. I knew she was going to go for the magic fix right away because that's what she's all about, element of magic and such. And of course, I knew she would fail on that front too, simply not because I think she's a failure, just because it's never about a quick magic fix. That's never how these stories go. However, unlike in some past cases where failure to find a magic fix just means that Twilight kind of becomes irrelevant to the story and somebody else figures out a solution, Twilight didn't give up and dug further, and finally figuring out that the problem wasn't caused by the rainbow generator to begin with. Granted, she still didn't really fix the problem, but at least not on her own, but she still played a part in the overall solution, as opposed to just freaking out over her own failure to solve what was perceived to be a magic problem. So, really appreciate that they kept her a little more level-headed in that regard. And Rainbow Dash, of course, still has some ego issues, as always, but I didn't really feel like that got too far out of hand this time, and honestly, the way that she worked with the twins to give them some flying lessons was really good. I feel like there's definitely some signs of maturity there on her part, so it's good to see. Now, I do have to voice one last major gripe about this story. I know I've had a few here, but so the town lost all hope, and along with that, lost all of its color. Not just the ponies, literally everything. Buildings, trees, grass, etc. And keep in mind that faded colors are not at all unprecedented in this world. The main six decolored as they got caught up in Discord's deceptions. The ponies in the Crystal Empire had rather muted tones when they first returned. And Pinkie also started turning gray again when she got super depressed back in Yakety Sax. There's probably other examples, I'm just, rattling off the few that I remember. You could make a case that all these events involved loss of hope, so yeah, at a high level, the concept of hopeless magic does make sense, at least to a point. What drives me crazy, though, is that the effect here was far more severe in this town than in any cases we've seen before, to the point where it affected the entire environment, not just the ponies themselves. And again, without any real cause established. So, yeah, unfortunately what we have here feels like kind of a contrived plot device. So, I've thought about theories to explain it and whatever, and you can explain anything away if you try hard enough, but I just feel like this should have been thought out a little bit more on the writer's part. But anyway, accepting it for what it is, and looking beyond my personal gripes, this loss of color effect fulfilled its purpose, which was to provide a visual representation of what the world around us tends to feel like when we've lost all hope. Suffice it to say, there's lots of problems in the world that we live in, problems that can leave a lot of us feeling depressed and hopeless, like the world is just gray and lifeless around us. In that situation, it's easy to feel like no matter what we do, we don't have any meaningful effect on the world around us, regardless of how much we try to share our friendship and talents with others. We just get to the point where we kind of shut down and don't even try anymore and trudge along through life, merely existing and doing the minimum amount necessary to sustain ourselves, never pushing ourselves to grow at all or go out of our way to help others. If just a few people do that here and there, it's not noticed so much. Not that it makes it any less of a problem, but when everybody gets to be that way, that's when communities start to fall apart, like this town did, because nobody wants to interact at all or be friendly or neighborly in any way. And obviously we saw some good examples of this problem here in Hope Hollow with some of its residents. There's Torkwrench, who possessed a rare talent of being able to fix practically anything that she got her hooves on. A little bit of a Fix-It-Felix effect going on there. And she really did fantastic work and should have been proud of her abilities. Instead, her work seemed to be underappreciated by a lot of the folks around there and taken for granted, leaving her frustrated and bitter, unable to find much, if any, pleasure in the work that she was doing anymore. And without being able to recognize and celebrate the quality of your work, it's hard for others to notice it as well, or for you to even want to continually push yourself to improve. Kerfuffle had grand dreams of being able to work with all the proper colors and spread beauty to the world around her, just like Rarity does. But with nobody paying attention to her or her shop, she likely lost confidence in her abilities and focused more on just tweaking existing designs than making her own creations. Without her being able to show what she was really capable of, that gave everyone else even less reason to visit her shop, which likely just added to her confidence issues, kind of a vicious cycle. And you know, some of the stuff, this is me kind of reading between the lines of some of these characters, since again we didn't get a whole lot of, you know, we didn't really get any explanations as to what the true cause of this was. I said I'm trying. Mr. and Mrs. Huffington are interesting. You know, they migrated from Manhattan to Hope Hollow because of how warm and inviting the community was, unlike in Manhattan where nobody really ever talked to each other. After having to close their bake shop, they forgot what it was even like to be neighborly at all, to the point where they even got in a huff over anyone trying to talk to them on the street, just, you know, friendly neighbor, as a friendly neighbor. And the very idea of even speaking with their next door neighbor seemed like an entirely foreign concept to them at this point. You know, ironically, they ended up becoming just like the very ponies that they had purposefully moved away from in the first place in Manhattan. You know, and in a nutshell, they just all forgot that the mixing and sharing of all their unique talents is what made the town so great to begin with. Everything about who you are, your talents, your personality, your quirks, your flaws, that's your color. By itself, your color is great in its own right, but it's incomplete. The true beauty of your own color can't be fully realized until it gets mixed with all of the other colors. Just like ingredients that go in a recipe, if we share of ourselves with others, we can create something truly epic, something that is far greater than just the sum of all of its parts. And to be clear, it's not just specifically sharing a special talent. You know, we focus on that a lot with cutie marks and everything in this world, but there's more to it than that. It's just, you know, saying hello to one another, talking to one another, getting to know your neighbors, finding out what's going on in your community and getting involved, helping out others when the opportunity arises, perhaps in a way you are uniquely qualified to do. You know, similar to what I've said many times in the past, you never know just how much these simple things you do can have a positive effect on those around you, lifting them up and brightening their day. Con story time. During BronyCon last year, I had several small little Applejack plushie toys that I had bought on clearance at a dollar store and was handing them out to fans who'd recognized me from my reactions and such. Just something I thought would be fun to do, you know, little souvenirs. Just cheap, nothing special, nothing too special, or so I thought. At BronyCon this year, I had somebody approach me and say that I had given her an Applejack toy last year, and she wanted to thank me for doing that because she was feeling really down at the time, and me giving her that gift really uplifted her spirits and brightened her day. I had no idea that she was going through any of that at the point that I gave it to her, and I was just blown away that such a small, relatively insignificant little thing like that could have had such a huge impact on someone. Now, of course, I'm not saying that everyone needs to go and start handing out random gifts to everyone to make a difference in the world. That's not at all what I'm saying. The point is simply that little random acts of kindness, no matter how small they might be, or what form they might come in, can have hugely positive effects beyond your imagination. So don't ever feel like there's no point in being friendly or neighborly to one another just because you don't always see the effect that those interactions have. There is value in your kindness, whether you see it or not. And when you take such actions, you also provide others with the opportunities to positively impact your life as well, perhaps in ways that you never even really knew you needed. So, that's our takeaway from this. At least mine. Hopefully for you as well. And I hope all of you that are watching have been encouraged by this and will find new ways to share your color with the world around you. Thanks for watching, everyone.